Hello and good morning. Today let us look at 6, 7, 8 and 9 houses for the same Lagna, Cancer. Here what we are trying to emphasize is just by knowing the Lagna, we will know how the natives' attitudes are towards the various bhavas, and the influence of the planets is only about 30 to 40%. The 60 to 70% answers are given by the Rashi himself. Now the sixth house stands for Upachaya and Roga, Runa and diseases, or Roga, Runa and Ripu. Roga is diseases, Runa is debts, Ripu is cases. Now these things will come, or the native will enjoy or suffer these 3 hours only during the period of the 6th house with association of the Lagna house. Otherwise, this house will work as a house of Upachaya or an house of service to the same 3 categories of Roga, Runa or Ripu. So 90% of the time the native of this Lagna will be in the sectors of either an accountant, or that of a judge, of a court, or that of a doctor or a hospital. So the relationship to his service will also be in relationship to the Rashi. This Rashi is Sagittarius, which is governed by a dual sign, which is a fiery sign, which has a symbol of that of a warrior in a bow and an arrow aimed at a particular angle. The upper portion of the native is a human, and the lower portion of the native is of that of a horse. So when we look at a symbol, what we can visualize is, we can visualize a person who is very fixed in his thought process, because he is aiming at a point and he's a strong aim in his hand. He's got the speed of the horse and the brains of the human. It is also governed by Jupiter, who is the natural most benefic planet in our Kala Purusha. Therefore, the native having this as his 6th house, which is the 9th from the Kala Purusha. The Kala Purusha's first house is always Aries. This is the 9th house of Dharma and Karma from the Kala Purusha, and this happens to be the 6th house for this Cancer Lagna. Therefore, this native will be straightforward, goal-oriented, quick, fast decision, and willing to compromise or willing to adjust due to the circumstances or for the circumstances. Now let us look at the 7th house. The 7th house is a house of partnership. The 7th house is a house of the spouse. Now here the Capricorn is also the 10th house from the Kala Purusha, and it is the 7th house from the Cancer Lagna. That means to say the karma is mixed with the 7th house of business, 7th house of sports, of spouse, and therefore the combination of this also gives rise to businessmen. The combination of this also gives rise to a strong support from the wife. It also gives rise to a person who will have the great backing not only of his wife but also of his partners. Now here, if we look at Capricorn, Capricorn is a movable sign. Capricorn is a movable it's a movable sign, and it is an earthy sign, and it is ruled, or the symbol is that of a goat who is climbing up a mountain to eat his grass. So what do we understand by the Capricorn? We understand that this particular Rashi is a hard working Rashi because he is a movable. So he is willing to move towards achieving what he wants. He is a goat, that is, he is sure footed or sure minded that he has to get what he wants. Then he is also greedy, or more than greed, I could say they are goal oriented. They are more goal oriented people. Now, this goal orientation, and Saturn being the lord of Capricorn, Saturn being an hard worker, falling in the seventh house of business and spouse, being the 10th house from the Kala Purusha, allows the native to have a strong business strong business sense, and allows the native to have a very strong wife to support him or her. I mean, partner to support him or her. Now, let us look at Aquarius. Aquarius is the eighth house of Randra is diseases. Eighth house is also the house of surprises. Eighth house is an house of unearned wealth. Eighth house is also the house of inheritance from the family. Eighth house is also the house of labha from our karmas. Right. Now let's see what kind of a house this is. It is an Aquarian house, which is a fixed house. It is an what is called, it's a fixed sign, and it is an airy sign, and it is a pot with a water flowing from a human. Therefore, the Cancer Lagna people having Aquarius for the 8th house generally are lucky to have ancestral properties, have wealth, have gains in their business, and have profits from their karma. Why are we saying that? We are saying that because it is an Aquarian sign. Aquarius is the 11th house from the Kalapurusha. Therefore, the 11th house is a house of Labha from the Kalapurusha Aries. The same Labha is transferred to the Cancer Lagna because the 8th house of surprises is coming in this form. It is also the Mula Trikona Sthana of Saturn. It is a man who is having a pot of water. So man is intelligent, the most intelligent animal in the universe. He has both the sun and the moon combination along with the Saturnian combination in him to make him an human or a life form with the 8 grams of imagination, or you could call it knowledge, or we could call it intelligence. So this intelligence gets and it is a pot of water. Water is considered the life saver in the astrological parameters. So water is considered the lifesaver, and it is being poured. That means to say he is giving away the water, or he is giving away the life savings, or he is giving away the lifesaver. Therefore, he has in him the quantum of wealth to distribute. Eighth house becoming the house of surprises. Now let us look at the ninth house. The ninth house is Pisces, and it is the sthana of dharma. It is the 12th house from the Kalapurusha. So you have the moksha from the Kalapurusha Aries, and you have the dharma from the Lagna Cancer. Now here the dharma and the moksha are linked together for a Cancer Lagna. So his aim of dharma will be to get moksha. Now the Pisces being the 12th house from the Kala Purusha and the 9th house from the Rashi Cancer, the the qualities of Pisces being dual, being a watery sign, having two fish in the opposite directions, gives a vast scope for the native to pursue his dharma to get moksha. Because of the watery sign, he can fit in many thought processes or many ideas of dharma. Because of the duality of the ninth house he of Pisces, he is able to take two different thought processes together. Because it is a fish going in two different angles or two different sides, again giving the native a vast knowledge on dharma. At the same time, because it is a watery sign, because it is dual, and because it is two fish who is considered to be slippery and not very stable, his dharma also shifts sometimes to reach the moksha. The another thing about the ninth house becoming Pisces becoming the ninth house is that the native might not consider what dharma the society has put forward. The society, what is dharma? Dharma is nothing but following the rules and regulations put forward by the society. Maybe a Cancerian would feel that the dharma put forward by the society is not really the dharma he should follow, because he is only looking at following the dharma to achieve the moksha, because it happens to be the moksha sthana from the Kala Purusha. In our next slide, let us look at the 10, 11 and the 12th bhava for the Lagna Cancer.